is he's a centimeter taller. This is Cambodia against China.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next fight is 3 rounds of 5 minutes in the World Championship Bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, this man is a 1 Cambodian Grand Prix finalist, standing 169 centimeters tall, holding a professional MMA record of 4 wins, 1 loss. Representing Selapat, fighting out of Phnom Penh, Cambodia, Rothana! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, he is the Changsha Bantamweight Tournament champion, standing at 168 centimeters tall, holding a professional MMA record of 2 wins, 1 loss. Representing Jinkan Defense Club, fighting out of Nanking, China, support for the Southern Eagle, Macao! When his battle begins, your referee in charge, Yuji Shimada.
Come on, let's go now. 4 minutes, 3 rounds, no headbutt, no attack back, no sucker kick, no stomp the face. Okay, clean fight, let's go.
Very firm in the giving out of the instructions, Yuji Shimada. Great to see him in the cage as always. Rothana, 4-1 record. Macao, 2-1 record. Our Changsha Bantamweight Tournament champion, getting it on at the Venetian Macau. 3 5-minute rounds.
He's coming out in that southpaw stance. You can see Ma in the red and black there, and Chan coming out in all black. I mean, I love seeing these fighters from Cambodia and some of these places. They put together and mix so well. You see Ma with a big double leg takedown as he slid under those punches.
It was a huge takedown, wasn't it? It must have come from shoulder height when he dropped it.
Beautifully executed. Slid right under the punches for that takedown. No wasting time. Getting this fight to where he knows he can be more dominant, and that's on the ground. Nice little elbow, though, from the bottom from Rothana.
It's a big deal in One Championship's inroads into China to be able to crown these 1-night, 2-fight tournament champions. And Macao carries that mantle with him now wherever he goes. But this is the opportunity to take it a step further. To get a victory over an international fighter.
You can see Rothana's trying to throw his legs up a bit higher to maybe threaten a possible submission. But Macao is just applying so much pressure to that top position. He's trying to control the arms. See how he keeps his hand inside there to avoid some of those elbows. The closer he keeps his head to Chan's body, he's going to negate some of those possible elbows. When he starts posturing up, Rothana might, cut those elbows in. This is not where the striker Chan wants to be, definitely, but he did spend some time at Tiger Muay Thai out there in Phuket, Thailand to work on his ground game there.
As these fighters come together and fight each other in One Championship, they meet other trainers, and they do tend to travel and get some experience in other camps, which more often than not can really only be a good thing. And it's good that Rothana's taken the opportunity to take that experience on board. Let's see how it improves his game.
Closed guard, but he's just kind of holding him in position. He's trying to avoid attacks. He's really got to open the guard up like he's doing now and create some space. There was a possible triangle threat there, but he loses. There's the guillotine again.
Guillotine looks good.
Now Chan's got to put his head down. He can't try to pull his head out like that, but he does it anyway. Now he's on top. Let's see what Macao is going to be like off his back.
So complete role reversal.
No back. Touch here.
Yuji Shimada warning Rothana not to punch on the back of the head. Any punch in that direction that doesn't make contact with the ears, deemed illegal.
You can see Macao got his feet underneath his, and he uses that to reverse the position again. Now that's a possible reverse triangle there that Chan Rothana has, but he lets it go.
Knees to the head from Ma. And again in the standing position with Chan Rothana pressed up against that cage.
You see Ma's going to that, his favorite move, the guillotine choke there.
Right hand from Ma as he just backs off into the center of the cage with 1.5 minutes left in this opening round. Applause all around this arena for that exchange that would have absorbed quite a bit of energy from these two. And it's no wonder they're maybe taking a moment to have a breather, but that was a fine kick just as Ma went for the shoot.
Macao Ben just walked through a big right kick right to his head as he catches the kick and drags Chan back down to the ground.
Good right hand there from Ma. Follows up with the knee. Couple of punches that were blocked by Chan Rothana subsequently. Less than a minute to go in the opening round. Really, crowd are really into this, aren't they? Enjoying these first two contacts. These are only the prelims. So much more to come tonight from the Venetian Macao.
No soccer kick.
See, Chan's got to use that cage to get back up. There you go, and he avoids a big right hand from Macao Ben. Macao Ben sucks his legs back in. Nice little elbow, good control by Macao Ben. Now he's got that guillotine again from the standing position, but his head's a little bit cocked to the side, so you can see he's got space on that right side.
Yeah, it didn't look as if he was going to be able to do too much with that. Ma just backs off. There's not much left in this round now. I think we're in the final 10 seconds. We are indeed. Hammer fists come down from Chan Rothana, and these two will get a bit of a break in just a moment to take them into the second round.
Action-packed first round there. You can see that Chan Rothana is landing some big strikes. He landed a knee there. There's that beautiful double leg takedown by Macao Ben as he slid under the punches to secure the double leg, picks him up, sends him for the ride, puts him down. There's that big right kick landed to the side of Macao Ben's chin, and he just runs right through it to secure the takedown.
It's almost like it didn't happen, right?
Man.
He did just walk through it.
Believe me, it happened, but he did run right through it. Very impressive first round by Macao Ben. Now, Chan Rothana's got to change the game plan. He's got to, I mean, some of these kicks are good, but Macao Ben's catching these kicks and getting the takedown. He's really got to utilize, keep that distance, use some footwork and not rush in like that. Because Macao Ben's going to suck this fight back down to the ground.
That baby face of his worryingly deceptive. Great to have you guys watching us on Facebook Live. Thanks very much for joining us. A little bit of history. First time we're in Macau. First of many, I'm quite sure of that. Chan Rothana and the Southern Eagle, Macao Ben, providing the entertainment in our second fight of the evening in front of a very noisy crowd here, very colorful crowd as well.
Fight!
Let's see if the game plan changes from Chan Rothana. He keeps a little bit more distance. But Macao Ben's got such an impressive shot. Just he slides in so well. He's like a ghost in there. He goes from standing to the ground so quickly. Chan tried to switch it up, go to that lead leg there of Macao Ben, maybe possibly trying to slow down these explosive takedowns from the Chinese wrestler.
Such a great atmosphere here, Mitch. 1ppv.com if you want to tune into the rest of the evening's entertainment online. Fabulous prospect. We have some incredible fights coming up on our main card.
Potentially 1 billion viewers are checking us out here in Macau, Steve.
Isn't that something? 118 countries around the world.
You can see Chan just a little bit more tentative to let some of these strikes go because he knows that takedown can come almost out of nowhere as he connects there with the right hand. That's what he's got to use. He's got to move more punches, use more footwork, stay away from that double leg takedown.
Crowd just getting a little restless here in the second round. And Yuji Shimada also getting a little restless.
Oh, there it is again!
Exactly the same set of circumstances, Mitch. I believe Ma was going for the single leg or the double leg, and he just ate a footfall.
See, big heavy sprawl there, but Macao Ben's not letting that leg go. And he's able to use it to stand back up and clinch into the cage. Can't hold the cage like that, though. Good sprawling by Rothana, but Macao Bin uses it to take his back. Some back elbows there. We've seen those used very effectively in one championship before.
Eric Kelly's a fine user of that tool. Rothana perhaps has been watching.
Rothana's doing the right thing. He's trying to fight that grip so he can break the hands there, but Macao Bin's so strong and so tenacious with his takedown attempts, constantly pushing forward. He's got to sprawl heavy now and not let Macao Bin suck that leg in, because Macao Bin's going to try to use that leg to pull it inside, just like that. Ankle pick. Yeah, good job by Rothana to get back up, but he's going up. And down.
With the full body weight on top of that, down come the hammer blows. He's got to be careful about the back of the head, but the punches are coming in. The odd elbow in reply from Rothana, who actually took that very well.
Rothana is a very tough fighter. He's got that cool here, that Cambodian kickboxing style, so he's used to heavy punches. He's got to sprawl a little bit more. He's got to drive that right leg back, because Macao Bin's doing that again. He controls the fight so well with that one leg. Once he gets a hold of that leg, he's not letting it go.
Watch your neck. Head up, protect your face. Fighter's hand. Fighter's hand, Sean.
No growing.
There you go. Keep going. Now, elbow.
Oh, Ma thought about the big right hand there, just pulled out of it as they both get chastised once again by Yuji Shimada, to the applause of everyone here at cageside, wanting to make sure that not a single moment of this fight is wasted. Rothana, though, looks a little tired, doesn't he, Mitch?
You gotta wonder, is Macao Bin thinking about the shot, because that kick is so lightning quick. It comes out of the chamber so fast. And last, there's been twice that he's connected with the kick and once with the knee. Very good defensive strategy, using those kicks to stop the oncoming pressure of Macao Bin.
Both men clearly fatigued. You can see it visibly with Rothana, but Ma, I think, not that worried about getting engaged either. He just wants a little bit of a breather. Yuji Shimada will not stand for that for too long.
You gotta sense it. This is when they should both attack. They're sensing a slight little bit of hesitancy from their opponent. They should go in and go after it. Don't let this fight go to the judges. They gotta push the action.
Entering the final half minute of this second round. Again, the call to action comes from Yuji. These guys are gonna have to do something about that, or they'll get yellow carded. That can affect their purse. It can even have an effect on the way the judges see the fight. Once again, Yuji calls for action, and there's the double leg, although it's around the waist, isn't it?
He landed it again with another knee to the body as Macao Bin was coming in, so he's got to be thinking twice about this. Now Rothana is sensing a little bit as he's attacking now. Maybe that sixth sense is kicking in, and he goes, maybe he's hurt.
Well, he also heard the clapper board telling us there were only 10 seconds left in the round, so maybe an opportunity to catch the judge's eye. And in that regard, important to point out that judges score the fight based on the fight as a whole, in its entirety, not round by round.
There's a beautiful big takedown that brought the crowd here in Macau to their feet. He just picked him up, fireman carry, and then dumped him onto his back with a very impressive big takedown. But that could have been the shot that really lost a lot of the energy for Macao Bin. You can just almost see his energy bar just slowly creeping down as he expended so much juice there. Big deep breaths taken by Rothana as his coach gives him some words of advice.
Well, based on the numerous times we've seen these guys just looking to catch a breath in that second round, you figure that fatigue is going to be an element of this final 5 minutes. Which one of these two is the stronger man? Who has the more durability? Who has the better cardio? It's very likely that that will play a big part in the third round.
This third round, Steve, is purely up to the gas tank. Who wants it more? Who is going to bring the fight here in Macau?
Rothana absolutely dripping with sweat and other moisture that's been applied during the break between rounds there, and a towel was called in just to brush him down a little bit. The embrace before the final 5 minutes. No rush for these two to engage themselves. So furious has the pace been at times.
Nice little show of sportsmanship, but it could have been a delay tactic just to get a couple
Absolutely.
extra breaths.
You get that feeling, don't you?
Who wants it more is what these final 4.5 minutes are going to come down to. Who can shift into that extra gear, finds it within themselves, and this is when champions are made. How Bin avoids a big head kick there as Chan Rothana went head hunting. Slid right underneath it and uses it to get the takedown now.
They missed with the kick and walked right into the trap. 4 minutes left, Mitch. Who's got the edge at this stage?
At this stage, I mean, Chan Rothana's landed some big strikes, you know, especially on the entries as, you know, as Macao Bin's been rushing in, he's landed some really nice kicks. But at this point in the fight, right now, you got to think that, you know, Macao Bin has controlled more of the fight. You know, he's landed some big takedowns, he's been in advantageous positions, he's controlled the top. At this point, right now, you've got to give a slight edge to Macao Bin, but I mean, the fight's wide open. It's judged on a whole. So if Chan Rothana can pop back up and start landing some of those beautiful strikes that he's known for, we could have an entirely tough, different ball game.
Well, he's under the cosh, Chan Rothana. You can see they're a very unorthodox position to find yourself in there. But he is throwing punches and elbows and knees where he can, so he stays busy, he stays in the conversation.
Really good balance shown by Chan Rothana. He's able to relax, calm himself, but just that leg control of Macao Bin really has been the story of this fight. Once he gets a hold of that leg, he's not letting it go. See, he's still using that to control the posture, control the positioning of Chan Rothana.
Seems like Ma doesn't ever really want Rothana to be on two legs at any one time. He's always after one of those limbs, isn't he?
And that's a great strategy. It's disrupting the balance and the striking capability of the Taekwondo black belt, Chan Rothana.
22 years old, Macao Bin. Unbeaten in the One Championship cage. Our tournament winner in the bantamweight division in Changsha. Chan Rothana with his hand on his hips. He did that once in the second round as well. And as he kind of lurches forward towards his opponent, you can just taste the fatigue, can't you? Big gulps of air as he comes forward, trying to get his body into motion.
Defending takedowns like this, the clinches up against the cage, the constant trying to stand back up, it's just so, it expends so much energy. But a beautiful right hand there by Chan Rothana. Nice little sprawl, that's good. That's what he needs to do. He needs to let those hands go, and anytime he shoots, he's got to sprawl deep and keep those legs away from those hands.
Ma's keeping those hands nice and high, but they're not tight around his head. He can get in between that guard. Chan Rothana warned by Yuji there for just gripping the cage. Not allowed to do that with either your fingers or your toes. A minute and a half left.
Good Macao Bin using that leg, keeping that leg up onto his hip, so it really gets harder for him to get that leg out to get back up to his feet. Chan Rothana manages to struggle back up, and now he's got the double underhooks. Could be another big takedown here.
Chan Rothana spins around.
He gets the underhooks though. See how he's that's good. He's defending the takedown attempt by getting his hands inside Macao Bin's. So that prevents Macao Bin
knees to the body as we enter the final minute of the contest. Or will this one rise to a crescendo, or will the fatigue get hold?
Chan Rothana's got to find something, you know, deep inside of himself to really turn this fight around, because right now it's looking like it's going to go to decision. It might go to Macao Bin. He fights, really good control, keeps him up against the cage, neutralizes that striking from Chan Rothana.
Yuji shouts no cage. He's saying don't grip the cage. That's what he means. And that's what Ma's doing. And if he keeps getting warned, Yuji slaps his hands off the cage there. Got to be careful of that. There's been plenty of warnings coming in. Good work to the body though. Catching the judge's eye in the final moments of this contest. In come the knees from Chan Rothana as well. The fight ends. It's been a really, really tough battle for these two. They have really got through some energy in this 15 minutes. Ma Bao-hin lifted aloft by his coach and nearly does himself an injury in the process. And he goes running around the cage to celebrate a victory that hasn't yet been declared, but looks probable. Rothana, on the other hand, well, yeah, raising his arms now. Also trying out a little bit of gamesmanship that might, at this very, very, very late stage, perhaps sway some opinions. Not the judges' opinions, I think, at this point. They'll have completed their cards already. But who at cage side has the vote for Rothana? Who has it for Ma Bin?
Just a big series of takedowns from Ma Bin. He was able to control the fight, utilize that leg control, really dictate where this fight was going. And at this stage, I gotta give the slight edge to Ma Bin, just because he's displayed such high-class wrestling the entire fight. Rothana, my hat's off to him. He put up a good effort, but I just don't think he did enough to get the win here.
22 years old, Ma. Got a big, big future ahead of him. Our tournament champion. Is another win coming his way. Here's Anthony Suntai.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. And all 3 judges see it for your winner via unanimous decision from the red corner, Ma Bin!
Miss Shilson got it spot on. Ma